I've had a meeting with the Mankralo, the Togbe, and his elders and the youth of Togome, which is part of the Bong Left Bank irrigation scheme. Government, with assistance from the World Bank, has in the last 4 years spent 35 million US dollars to rehabilitate the scheme, which was implemented in 1974 and had come to a stop because of lack of maintenance of the facilities, misuse of the water and all that. So government, the Ghana Irrigation Development Authority found it necessary to champion a rehabilitation of the project. It's one of the 3 big projects which have been under rehabilitation in the time that I've been in this ministry. The other 2 being the Pong Right Bank, and then, of course, the Tono irrigation scheme near Navrongo in Upper East region. The project is almost finished, completed. The rehabilitation has been completed, and we sent out an advert around the world looking for investors to come and use the facility so that the government could retrieve the investment and add to our agriculture. The response was excellent. We had nearly 120 responses from around the world, including Ghanaian investors. So we decided to have a rally of all the applicants to go and see exactly what the site looks like and what is capable of providing. In the course of it, the local chief, the Mankralo, made a statement to the effect that there's an issue to do with the land, which of course was not a very positive statement, because you are inviting people from abroad to come and invest their money in a piece of land which has been developed by government, and then the local chiefs bring up this issue about the question of ownership of the land. So I decided to invite the chief and his elders this morning for a meeting to state very clearly the government's position. And I told them that, one, the land that we developed, that was redeveloped, belongs to the people of Ghana. It's the government of Ghana land. It is no longer the land which belongs to the local people. Otherwise, government won't use the taxpayers' money, $34 million, to redevelop the land to that effect. And that the people that we went to borrow the money from, that is the World Bank, gave us certain conditions that in terms of utilization of the water, in terms of the fact that this is a loan that has to be repaid over a certain number of years. So we have to get operators who will make profit out of their effort in order for them to pay for the leases that we are going to give them for operating the facility. I think the meeting went very well. After explaining the position of the government, the spokespersons who came were of the view that these conditions were not made known to them. They were not aware of these conditions that I was spelling out to them. So I went on to give them the benefits that, first of all, the full operation of the over 2,000 hectares of land now under irrigation is going to create so many jobs for the teeming youth in the area, who now have to go all the way to the company which is doing bananas on the other side of the river. They are having to go all the way there to seek employment, and that there are queues and queues of young people wanting to be employed in the adjacent banana plantation. So the same thing is going to create the jobs for their people, and then of course we are not going to leave the farmers out of it. That we are going to, a portion of the land will be reserved for the local farmers to operate. So with these assurances, I think they went away very satisfied that the cooperation that we are seeking between them and the incoming investors are going ultimately to benefit them and their children and their grandchildren in the area, and that they will give us the fullest cooperation in the implementation of the project. So that is the conclusion that we came to after the discussion. And I'm very pleased that I took the decision to call them, because I realized it was really a question of communication, that they were under a different impression and that the reality was totally different. And once I'd read out the reality as to the arrangements, they are prepared to cooperate with us.